And we are live.
I am CAMPFARESONG ready for this podcast.
Nice. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to WYRD, the Would You Rather debate between me and Amanda. As always, please leave a comment down below with who you agree with more during this podcast. We're having fun with this. We enjoy it. This one's probably going to be a little bit shorter. I don't know if we're doing them too long or not, but we're going to give it a go with like 30 minutes roughly. Anyways, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that follow and subscribe button so you hear more from us every week.
You can tweet at us too.
Tweet
your Would You Rather debates.
or Instagram. Send us pictures of your question.
Oh, there you go. Get crafty with
Anyway, question number 1.
Let's do this.
Already starting off with a banger, literally. Would you rather have sex with a celebrity for a week and then no sex ever again, or have sex with below average people for the rest of your life?
I mean, who comes up with that quick little banger joke? That's a good one.
It was on the spot too.
I
It was
liked
pretty good,
that,
right?
yeah.
I thought so.
Personally, I would definitely go with below average people.
Yeah. God, as much as I would love to hook up with a celebrity, I couldn't give it up after a week forever, you know?
If you chose celebrity for 1 week, and I feel like, would that be like unlimited? Like, that's all your entire
you got
week
literally
of?
a week of
Right,
whatever you want
who
to do,
would be
I
your
would assume.
one and only single celebrity person to hook up with for
That's
a week?
way too difficult.
Because it does just say a celebrity. It doesn't say as many celebrities as you want. But it is a celebrity of your choosing.
It says celebrity of your choosing, but I assume it's just one, not that you could swap.
Because it says a.
Well, right.
One is in singular.
That'd be way too difficult. Just really way too difficult. I got Nicki Minaj, Jennifer Lopez, Jessica Alba, Natalie Portman. Gorgeous. Get out of here with that face. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that she's not. She's definitely someone that I could, like, sit back with and hang out and, like, chill with, but I don't find her...
Did you watch her eat the hot wings on Hot Wings? Oh, my God. It was amazing.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, I could literally see myself just sitting there with her, like, chilling out, just being like, hey, what's up?
She's a beast.
How we doing?
She's
Let's drink
amazing.
some drinks. Let's have
She's so
fun.
goddamn smart, too. Mila
She
Kunis
is
as
so
well.
smart.
That's another one.
She is so smart.
Jennifer Aniston. I could just go on. The list of celebrities is pretty ridiculous. It'd be hard to choose one, but nonetheless... I would go below average.
Below average for the rest of my life.
I mean, that week would be heaven, but then you got to give it up forever. That's
the other thing, too, though. You could definitely teach a dog new tricks, as well as improving on someone's physical appearance as well. So, you know, below average people...
You could make above average?
You could make average.
But if you make them average, then they're no longer in your league of below average people to have sex with.
Right. Well,
so then you just got to move on to the next one and keep improving the world?
But it also doesn't say that you can't alter after. Just saying.
Well, for the ladies who listen then, what would be your men's celebrity? Give me just 3.
Oh, my God. There's so many.
I feel it.
Oh, I don't even know where I would start.
You couldn't choose one off the rip?
No, because I was thinking
about... Mark? Come on.
No, he's too short.
What? Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
I'm not saying that he's not, like, oh, he's so cute, but, like, no, not him either. Not my type. I don't know.
Are you a short guy lover like Tom Cruise?
No, that's what I just said about Marky Mark, is that he's too short.
Mark Wahlberg's not that short, is he?
Guarantee you.
I mean, he's short standing next to somebody like Will Ferrell or something.
I would not do him either. You see his bottom
fair.
teeth?
Yeah,
He's
I love Will
hilarious.
Ferrell.
I would love it, but
Jason Statham?
No, but I do have a really good one.
All right, give me one.
And it's purely because of what we were watching not too long ago.
Go for it.
Keanu Reeves.
Really? Really? Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know, but I mean,
Keanu Reeves
Reeves is a pimp, man. I love him, but
oh my gosh,
really?
What did we just watch?
John Wick.
Thank you, John Wick. Yeah. He avenged his wife and puppy and car. Come on.
All right.
It's a no-brainer. I would definitely. He's definitely. I don't know if he'd be number one, but, you know, he's definitely up there for sure. But
Well,
again, because we just watched all those things.
Let's see who the world agreed with.
Yes. By the way, Mark Wahlberg, he's only 5'8". He's 2
That's
inches taller than me.
That's 2 inches shorter than me.
Exactly. That's still short.
That ain't shit.
No, that's 4 inches shorter than you.
69% of the world agreed with us on the below average.
I mean, because really, if you put it in perspective, like, nobody really wants to go the rest of their lives without having sex. Like, once you've had it, I feel like. But then, you know, I mean, there's asexual
That's a
people
fair
in the world.
question, though. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, if you were a
It's a pretty
sexual
good question.
person, I feel like you would go with the 69% of people. So,
all right.
question.
Would you rather be a famous country singer or be a famous blues guitarist? I feel like that's real easy for me, and it would clearly be country singer because it's more popular, I feel like. So obviously the more fame and popularity equals the more money. So that's the route I'm going with.
I feel like I would do country singer as well, but mostly because, like, I can list, like, 10 country singers that are famous. I can also, but I can't list any famous blues guitarists.
You probably could. You just don't know that they're
they are blues guitarists.
Right.
Probably.
Right.
But still, like, off the top of my head, I could list a
Oh,
lot.
there's
What?
there's a stick in our game plan here.
Okay.
So at the bottom it says you make the same amount of money doing either. If that's the case, I'd still rather be a bomb-ass singer.
I'd rather be a country singer.
I mean, I would love to learn to play instruments. I always have wanted to.
Yeah, you've been talking about it a lot these past few years, too.
But I would really love to have, some great vocals,
Right.
I think.
I mean, you do have some pretty good vocals when you do, like, your really, really deep voice.
When I get real deep,
I mean, definitely not
pull
like
out that
No.
Barry White.
Oh, my God. That's
was
not,
not even close.
that's not what you sound like.
It wasn't even close.
at
That was
all.
actually creeper. That was
really
really
weird.
creepy. I get better than that, I promise everybody.
One day you'll perform.
It's easier when people aren't looking at you do it too, you know.
No one's looking at you.
I'm just doing it over the mic. That's why I just did as bad as I did. Are you kidding me? So we're actually in the lower percentage. Only 42% of the people agreed with us. 58% said they'd prefer to be the blues guitarist. So that's kind of shocking to me, but maybe there's a bigger blues audience out there than...
I feel like you might be able to have even more genuine hookups if you're, like, just at a bar and you're like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm a blues guitarist.
I mean, it's definitely a conversation starter.
Yeah.
But, I mean, oh, yeah, I sing for this band. I mean, you're a singer? Whoa, that's cool. Like, sing something.
I mean, everybody wants
I think it works both ways.
I don't know.
All right, next.
Next question.
Next
That one
question.
wasn't that great, but it was okay.
If you were a 5-year-old girl, would you rather be a mermaid or be a princess?
Princess.
All day. All freaking day. Mermaid would be cool, but
It would
I'm
be so cool.
way too scared of what's in that water. What's going to eat me in that water, you know? Like, I'd rather not be a mermaid. I'd rather be a rich, prissy bitch. Like,
A rich, prissy bitch. What would your princess name be?
uh,
Ooh, what's your princess name? Princess.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't
You
have
gotta
one.
come up with a good one, though. I mean, you could be Princess Sassy Pants, because you have a lot of that doling out every day.
That's rude. What would yours be?
I don't know. I gave you yours. You gotta give me mine. I don't know what mine would be.
Princess Stick Up the Butt.
Hey, I do not have a stick up my butt. You have a stick up your butt.
Let's see who
Good comeback,
agrees. 51% agree with
Yeah.
us. 49 said mermaid, though.
I mean, that's very close, yeah.
That's
I
really
know-
close.
I know a lot of Little Mermaid fans, and they all think that it's probably like that, and it's just not. There's no...
Like cities under the water. I
Yeah.
mean, there really
I
could
mean,
be.
there could be,
Who
definitely.
freaking
I mean,
knows?
I'm not saying that
That's the
it's
scary part. We don't know 80% of what's in our oceans.
It's
That's
really
like
crazy.
scary.
I thought it was 90.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I just know it's an
Would you read-
extremely
you saw that
high.
documentary about the mermaids,
number.
right?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to believe, but
Man,
who's
I
to say
really
it's not
wanna
true, you know? They even think there's still megalodons living. Like,
I
that's
mean,
insane.
That's a possibility, though, too. It's always possible.
It really is. We don't know what's down there.
know.
90%, whatever percent it is. It's a high number. We have no clue what's in the ocean.
How cold that water at the very, very bottom has to be?
Might not be very cold if you think about it.
It's closer to the core.
It's closer to the core.
Ooh. All right, next question.
Next question.
We'll just keep talking about this forever.
Would you rather be a starting NFL kicker in the league for 15 years
Okay.
or be a starting NFL quarterback in the league for 4 years?
I mean, I kind of feel like I know exactly what I would do.
We'll go for it.
I'm so back and forth. My initial response was going to be, okay, 4 years. 4 years, the only downsides to it are medically, which are serious, because concussion for the rest of your life.
Not to mention multiple broken bones.
Right, I mean, you're getting tackled every game, pretty
Well,
much.
unless you're a good quarterback.
Well, yeah. I wonder if I can be. Total compensation would be equal.
Wow, total compensation's equal to...
4 years, thank you. I'll take the concussions.
I'll take the 15 years. It gives me something to do. It's still fun.
By the end of it, you might not have a hip to walk
I mean,
on, though.
the quarterback might get hella more recognition. But if I'm in the game for 15 years, people are going to look at me as, like, the champ. Like, year 14 rolls by. Oh, here comes the beast, like, kick that ball. After 4 years, you're forgotten. You know what I mean?
I'm fine with that.
Well,
I feel like you would be more fine with that than I am, because you're very...
Same amount of money for less time. I get it, but I don't know. I feel like kicker's safer, and it's just like a long-term fun. You know what I mean?
Did your mom just pop into your head when you just said, I think it's safer?
No.
Because my mom did, for sure. My mom, if I was in the NFL, if I was on a team, my mom would want me to take the safer route than she would be.
Well, every mom would,
I know,
I
but
feel
when
like,
you said safer, my mom just popped in my head like, no, do 15 years.
God, I wish you could hear the way you mock her.
Don't mock her. I mimic.
I love my mom, but I don't think she's the first one that, like, pops in my head when I'm thinking, shouldn't I do something?
Depending on the situation.
Okay, I'm clicking 15 years. Are you going 4?
I'm going 4.
I'm going 15,
All right,
so let's
click
see.
15. Yeah, that's right.
55% agree with
really,
you.
Really close.
It is really close. 45% agree with the 15-year kicker.
It's like the left side was like, hey, safety, and the right side was like, hey, 4 years versus 15. Okay.
Would you rather have a blind date with a homeless person or kiss a homeless person? I'll take the date.
I was just going to say I'd rather take the date.
I mean, I'd rather not get up close and personal like that, but I would gladly treat them to, like, a nice movie and a dinner, feed them, and hook them up for a night, not with myself, but just as a pleasant, nice person,
Mm-hmm.
A gift, dinner, movie, treat them.
Yeah.
I would do that all day.
Yeah.
We should just do that.
One day, yeah, we should.
I'd be too afraid of getting killed. I couldn't do that. I have a very low trust for people. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, you're not right.
If I knew the person and then, like, all of a sudden they're homeless, I'm like, oh my God, like, yeah, I would totally do it. But
man, I believe you on that too. And see, and that's the even and odd thing with you and me is where you're a very untrusting person in a situation like that. And I am one of those innocent people that think everyone's fine and, like, no one could ever be out to hurt me. And that's where you and I equal each other out and, like, we help each other, because I would take that homeless person and give him a copy of the key to our house or something. You would push them back on to the street.
I mean,
to an extent.
I just make sure you don't get kidnapped and murdered. That's my goal.
Yeah, like I wanted to do on Jamaica, and you wouldn't. No, not having it.
Of course, 75% agreed with us. Surprisingly, 25 said they would just kiss them instead of spend money on them.
257,000 people said they would just kiss a homeless person.
That $250,000 people might just be the biggest assholes on the planet.
But that's the thing too. Like, you don't know their path. They could be literally the smartest person. They just had a rough path.
I mean, they could, and homeless. They literally could have just lost their house.
Right.
They could have been
right. But on the other hand, they could be just
living on the streets for 15 years.
Right. Or like I'm a drug head.
But I'm
and
just saying, like, I
need
feel
a
like
a bunch of drugs and stuff like that. Like
I feel
you
like
don't know what
saying
you're
you
gonna
would just
get.
kiss one though instead of treat them to like a date
You could
is saying
contract
like, no, I'd rather be cheap. Like, screw that. Like, I'll just give them a quick peck and then I'm walking away.
No.
No, that's how I'm looking at it. These 250,000 are just a-holes.
The thing about teeth, you can't do it.
All right. Would you rather listen to one great song per week or listen to as much and
quote unquote music as you want?
I have no idea what that's
Listen
trying to
as
say.
much music as you want. I think that quote unquote part is not supposed to be in there. But listen to as much music as you want or listen to one great song per week.
Well, it says at the bottom, you cannot lie about what you designate at and trick the system. So I think it's saying as much music.
Oh, okay.
That's what
So
it's
just
saying.
okay music
Quote
versus
and
one
end
awesome.
quote. So it's just
Got
saying
it.
like
I
okay
got it.
music or verse one great song.
Technical error on their end then.
So like so you only get one song a week if you
One
choose a
song
great
week,
one, and you
it's
can't listen
the
to any other
best
music,
one.
or you can listen to mediocre music as much as you want. That's tough. I mean,
I could learn to love some mediocre music.
yeah.
You know what though? You would never be able to hear any like new, cool, awesome, like bomb ass rap anymore.
No, I would
You
have
would
to
never
like.
be able to
I would
hear
have to
that
pretty
shit
much
again.
say Eminem's out of my playlist because I
Eminem.
love too much of his music. I can't say any of it's just
Yeah, Eminem, Token,
That's tough.
Hobson.
I think I'd still have to go with I love music too much to just do one song a week.
I couldn't do that. You would never be able to
So-
get through all the songs in the rest of your life.
No, you would.
Like all these great songs. Let me have a million, song playlist once a week. You're never gonna get through it.
Yeah, I'm going with the
Eh. Wow.
What?
That's so
62%
crazy.
said they'd just prefer one great song a week instead of listening to as much music that's okay that they want. That's insane. That's just giving up music, basically.
See, and that's the thing too, though. Just because somebody doesn't have like top hits on the radio and all that good stuff doesn't mean that their songs aren't okay and aren't good to listen to. Like,
I think you're going too far with this. I mean, just add music. It's just it doesn't matter who it's from. It's just okay in your eyes. It's not amazing and it's not terrible.
like that one guy, the Froggy Fresh guy.
That was just comical. I mean,
I know,
I wouldn't
but
even
his
give
new
that
stuff-
as
Right,
music.
but his new stuff that he's putting out now is just kind of like, I could listen to it in the background, but
No, I hear
it's
you.
just
I
like,
hear you.
meh.
Well,
Alright.
only 38% of the people agree
That
with
is
us. so.
depressing. Oh, you guys are stuck for the rest of your life.
If you were a soldier, would you rather kill one innocent person to save 1,000 people, kill 100 enemy soldiers to save one innocent person?
Oh, shit.
So that gets tough because you're saying 100 enemy soldiers.
Here's the thing, too, though. A lot
I mean,
of other
some of those
countries-
soldiers could be innocent people just
Exactly, they're
forced
forced
to be.
to be in the army or be in
And
whatever
then, I mean-
form of government has to, that is sending them out.
I think I'm gonna have to go with kill the 100 enemies, though. I mean, at that point, there's still enemy soldiers. They're coming to kill me, so I'd rather kill 100 of them to save one good person than to kill one good person to save 1,000. I mean, if it was one or the other, like, I don't know, that's tough. But I think in this question, I would go with the kill 100 enemies.
Really?
Yeah, I think I would have to.
I think... Seeing is that 1,000 people, like, are they good people?
Doesn't say. It's just 1,000 people.
And are those enemy soldiers bad people?
In your eyes, they are because they're enemies.
True. I want to say in the moral dilemma to keep more alive, I would want to say kill one innocent person. Just save 1,000. Versus
going
killing
kill
100 people to save one person.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, you won. That was a very close one,
it's-
though.
That's definitely a very hard moral dilemma to really weigh in on.
53% say they'd kill one innocent to save 1,000.
I mean, it's pretty half and half, though.
It is. It's pretty close.
I mean, I don't know. I also don't think I could live with that on my conscience, like having killed 100 people. I also don't know if I could live with one person that was innocent fighting for their life, you know?
Either way, that's rough.
Okay.
All right, next. Would you rather be a cyborg or be an animal-human fusion thing?
Oh my god! So like a centaur? Is that what they are?
I mean, that would be one, or I mean,
a mermaid. Sorry, I'm really kind of excited about
you're good. I mean,
things.
You'd go half animal? If I have my same, if I have my same brain and thoughts and everything, I want to be a cyborg.
Keep in mind,
I could always upgrade and live forever.
Cyborg, you won't be able to shoot lasers or anything. As the other option, you'll actually be a cat monkey human. That's not a... Okay. And you will be able to swing in trees, fly, and cool stuff.
Okay, first of all, a cat, a human, or a monkey cannot just take up and fly. Climbing trees and jumping around and swinging, maybe.
A cat, human, and monkey. None of those animals actually have the ability to fly.
How are you going to... And that's what I'm saying. How are you going to say, or be a human-animal fusion thing, and then say, oh, but it would be this human-animal fusion
Right, you're not
thing.
even letting me choose the
That's not even part of it.
I
would still, either way, I'm sticking with my original. I don't care about lasers or anything. I would rather be a cyborg.
So you can't do the cool shit that cyborgs can allegedly do, but you
what
also
do you mean? I mean, cyborgs aren't just, oh my god, that's a cyborg. He could shoot lasers.
I mean, what other fun stuff can they do?
I mean,
because he says you
I
can't
could
shoot
still
lasers
look
or
like
anything.
a humanoid. I can live forever because I can constantly upgrade my body.
Refer to the human race as a humanoid?
Yeah, it would be like a humanoid robot. What do you mean?
We're not humanoids. We're human. You're saying we would look like human robots.
No, I'm saying as a robot, I would look like a human. It would be like a humanoid-looking robot.
Like iRobot?
Yes.
Then cyborg. I'd rather not be a cat.
Well, I mean, your cyborg doesn't have to look like a human. I just said I would want mine to look like a human.
Oh, I could look like a cat monkey human cyborg.
I mean, I guess.
I'm going with cyborg because I don't want to be a cat monkey and a human. Oh,
another close
really
one.
Close.
But 53% agree with us and the cyborg. 47% said they'd rather be a cute cat. Jesus, if I could get it out. A cat monkey human. I wonder how many of those people actually read that they would have to be a cat human monkey though.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it says down there in the comments. Which I bet people aren't reading. Not everybody is.
Might be. No.
Would you rather live in Boston or live in New York City?
Boston.
New York City. The Big Apple all day.
Here's the thing. I feel like you would fit in very well in New York City. Purely because of the fact that a lot of New Yorkers are very shut-in people. They're very...
I don't think New Yorkers would like to hear you say that.
No. Like New York. Like Brooklyn and Queens and Manhattan and stuff like that. They're very like, I'm working, I'm getting my life together, I'm doing my shit, I'm being a great person, and I got my own things to do. Like, from Ohio.
Boston would be pretty cool though too.
I know, but like for me personally, I say sorry when there's nothing to be ever sorry about.
That's where the Tea Party happened.
New York, I would say sorry when I'm holding the door open for someone and they would just push me down a flight of stairs.
I'd like to retract mine. I think I'd rather go to Boston.
I would go to Boston.
Boston would be a lot more chill.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still probably busy, but it won't be as busy.
I say Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry if you
I'm
do
changing
live in
to
New York.
Boston.
I'm not saying you guys are bad. Like, you guys,
No,
I mean, it's
you
totally
definitely
fine.
just dogged on New York.
No, it's just like
Our podcast is officially over now. You just shut it down.
I just burned it to the ground.
Done.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying that everybody's like that. Not by any means.
And I should have stuck with my first response because 74 people said they'd prefer New York City.
Well, I'm
still happy with Boston,
I just
though.
listened to someone else's podcast, and they were talking about that, how people are very, like you're on the street and you're one-minded. You're going one direction. You're out for a mission, and you know, they went on vacation or something and it's like so much more laid back. Like, you know, I mean, it's just different. I don't think that I mean, I'm sure I could adapt, but I don't think I'd be comfortable.
Okay, this one's a messed up kind of question,
Okay.
but I could easily choose this one. Would you rather travel the world confined to a wheelchair or spend your whole life in the same 200-mile radius? I just know how hard it is for people to be in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
And as much as I'd want to travel the world, I would not want to attempt to do that in a wheelchair.
Right.
So I would much rather stay in the 200-mile
Right.
radius.
And it says by choosing to stay in one place, you would not be handicapped. If you were in the wheelchair, though, you are handicapped.
Right, so it's not
So-
like you could just travel in a wheelchair and then when you get home you can be out of it. No, I
Right.
mean, it's not.
Or like, you know, get to a destination and be like, okay, well, I'm going to get out of this so I can climb this mountain real quick. Can't
Right,
do that.
right.
So I definitely don't want to say wheelchair. I want to say 200-mile radius for sure. Wow.
Wow. 46% agree with us. 54 said they'd rather travel the world in a wheelchair. That's kind of crazy to think about, actually.
Yeah.
Because I could not see why anybody
couldn't.
would openly want to, like, say. I mean, not that they can't live full lives in a wheelchair, but, I mean, just the struggle, like, it'd be hard, man. I
mean, I guess
I
you would-
personally
I guess-
couldn't do it, but I
again,
guess, you know.
I guess you would adapt to it though too, you
to
know?
to each their own. I personally couldn't do it. I know how difficult that is.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way.
All right. Would you rather only use Windows or only use Macintosh? Easy, hands down, Windows. I love
Macintosh.
Windows. I love Microsoft. Windows.
Macintosh.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. No.
You've never even used an
I've
Apple
never
computer.
even used an Apple
You just have their
computer.
phone.
I know, but it's so funny because I knew you were gonna like, what? Like I knew you were gonna give me this look of like, what are you even talking about? You have no idea what you're talking about.
You're
No.
insane.
I know. I would definitely say Windows,
Windows.
for sure.
All right, let's
sure.
click this, and then since this is a shorter one, we're going to go ahead and do one more question.
right,
This one
last one.
feels really short.
It does.
Now that we're like timing it and doing only 30 minutes, it feels short. Also, leave down in the comments if you want more or if it's still too long. Just let us know. We're not
Yeah.
really sure. So
Is
we
it
appreciate
too much? Not enough?
we appreciate everybody who is listening and watching. Let us know. I mean, we want to keep this going. We're having fun with this. So
Yeah.
anyway, Windows or Macintosh?
Oh my god.
Windows destroyed Macintosh. 79% agree with Windows. Wow.
You know, what I was just thinking about too. Last answer before this one, you said, you and I both at the same time, we said wow, and all I imagine is Owen Wilson. Just wow.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Would you rather be famous for inventing the whoopee cushion
Oh.
or be famous for inventing snap bracelets?
Oh my god, I know which one I would prefer.
Mm.
This would be your legacy and life's work. This is a question of reputation, not money.
All right, here's my thing. Whoopee cushion.
Whoopee cushion.
Only because people still admire and
I
love
was
the
just
whoopee
gonna
cushion.
say that.
The
I
bracelets-
was like, snap bracelets are like such a 90s
They
thing.
were in and
Or
out
2000s
so
even?
fast, you know,
Yeah.
and the whoopee cushion is still here and still
You know, but
making people laugh. So
snap bracelets, you can't ever help to not snap a bracelet on you though.
they are
But I
very
also
fun
love blowing up
to play with.
whoopee cushions and trying to prank. It's so hard to prank with a whoopee cushion though. Like not
It's
to
really
put
not.
under
You're
someone.
just-
Because you can't just place it down and someone's like, oh, let me not see where I'm looking before I sit.
Yes, it's called put it under the cushion, put it under a pillow.
Yeah, but if it's under the cushion, you have to get the tail out so that the
No, you
tail
don't.
farts and makes
Not
a
always,
noise.
depending on the chair and the cushion.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't put it under the cushion. If you put it under the cushion, it's all you're not going to be able
Maybe
to hear
you
the
were
fart.
just a lame prankster. You ever think
Have
about
you
that?
know, I scared my sisters all throughout my teen years. You take it back, sir.
Just because you're scary to look at doesn't mean you're
Oh
a
my
good
God, you're so mean to me.
I'm sorry.
I'm done with you. I'm going to Florida on myself, like by myself, on my own.
Let's see what people agreed with before we end it.
Anymore. I don't even like you. Whoopee cushion.
Ooh, closer than I thought, but
Yeah,
54% agreed with the whoopee
I
cushion.
wonder how many like younger kids are doing like a would you rather and be like, yeah, snap bracelets. Because they're so cool.
I don't know.
Your
Do younger kids
your
even know the
sister knows
snap
about
bracelet thing?
bracelets.
Oh, they do?
Your sister knows all about the snap bracelets.
Like,
She
what
came up
year
to
were
me,
those
like,
in and then out?
They
Like, I
were
don't
in
even...
like 2000s, like early 2000s for sure. I was probably like maybe
So,
10.
like 2000 to 2010, maybe?
No, like 2000 to like 2004.
Oh, that
maybe.
fast?
Like they were not long. Well, at least not for me. It's I think it's like an age fad.
Right,
'Cause
right,
I remember
right.
like
Yeah, I mean, they
maybe
could
a
be
year or
still
two ago,
popular
your
from
sister
all we
came up to
know.
me and was like, "Hey, Amanda, check this out," and she whips out her thing and she goes whoosh, and puts it on my wrist. I'm like, "Oh,
That's
cool."
That's what she said. You just
Shut
set it up so good. She whips out her thing and then puts it on my wrist. Like, come on, come on.
Oh my
You set that
God.
one up. I mean, I
My
could
work
not
wife
do
would
it.
be so proud of you right now.
Hey, Heather, I'm talking to you.
I don't think she listens.
No,
to
but
these,
that's okay.
But one day maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for listening to us goof with each other, and and if you watch the video too, make sure you leave that comment, like, subscribe, follow us, share us, do whatever. We're having fun. We're gonna be back.
If you laughed a little bit, share us.
Yeah.
If you laughed a lot, you can like share us twice if you want.
And if you absolutely hated us, share us anyway, just to
Share your
hate on us.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, tell
Totally
everybody
fine.
that we're dumb and they shouldn't listen to us.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks so much for sticking around. We'll be back next week.
Heyo.
Peace.
See ya.